Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Saturday. What do we do every Saturday? We do Garden Tour Saturday. This is an open collab. Anyone can join in. And I love sharing my garden with you, and I love watching you share your garden with me. This is an open collab, so please leave me a comment on my latest garden video and letting me know that you joined in, and give me a comment, for I know to go give you a comment back. And I always give 100% full watch to my awesome friends that join in for Garden Tour Saturday. Oh my gosh, as you can see, even in this August hot summer, we still have things blooming, and I'm sharing it with you. But I also want to share with you my awesome co-hostesses that join in every week. Patricia, oh my gosh, she always does a wonderful job on her garden. Susan, another one that is really a great gardening channel. And of course, Growing on Vancouver Island. All three of these awesome co-hostesses give you a wonderful tour of their garden or the area they live in. Patricia does a lot of things besides just gardening, so check out her channel and see what she's up to. She is a wonderful, wonderful channel and does a great job on her videos. Susan, she puts up the most beautiful gardens in spring, summer, and fall, and does so many different creative ideas in her garden, and it always looks beautiful. And her garden, you can actually take stuff out of it to eat, not just pretty flowers. And of course, Growing on Vancouver Island is the same thing. Beautiful gardening year-round, in the house, out in the garden, and takes us on tours of Vancouver Island. It's Saturday, and what do we do every Saturday? We do Garden Tour Saturday. It's been a really hot summer, and it's still really hot, but my black-eyed Susans, as you can see, most of them still look pretty good. And the golden berries right next to it are doing really well too. So not everything is dying in this terrible heat, but everything is struggling. So we'll just take a little tour around the garden and see how things are doing. Now all my beautiful white flowers have come and gone. I'm going to get out here and deadhead this plant. The plant itself is still doing great. It's just the flowers have died. The actual plant is still doing great. Here's another one of my beautiful daylilies blooming, and I have a bunch more that will be blooming here in the next few days probably, as you can see. Thing about daylilies, they can handle the heat. They don't seem to struggle at all from all the heat we get here in the summertime, like a lot of my plants. That's why I always try to have some daylilies scattered all about my garden. I do have a lot of plants I'm going to be pulling out. This particular one here I dislike with a passion. It just strangles all my plants, as you can see. It's wrapping itself all around this plant. It's coming out. Maybe not today, but very soon. This one always looks nice, even in our hot summers. Always has beautiful, beautiful flowers. This one, I bought two of them when they were pretty small, and I was going to plant some more things in this corner, but after seeing how big these plants are getting, I think I'm going to just forget it. I don't think they need any more help back here. I think they'll eventually fill in the whole area, this little corner. I do need to get behind it and on the other side of that fence and redo that area. But these plants are doing great, and I love this feathery look they have to them, and our air slightly moving them around looks beautiful in the air. I love them. So I'm happy with this. This was a good decision on my part. Gives a little color to this corner. These plants are doing great, and I'm going to plant some more when it cools down. I already have seeds for them. I just haven't done it. Right now it's so hot, there's no sense even trying. And as you can see, I have different colors of them, and they're going to be all in the border because they don't get too big. and they fill in. I guess I put them in too late and it was just too hot. So about 50 or 70% of the ones I planted died from the heat. But I'm going to, as soon as it cools off, maybe in September, where it's still warm enough for them to germinate and cool enough for them to grow and fill in. Now these that made it this big are doing great even in the summer heat here. But all the ones that I planted along with them, they died. So I'm not very happy about that, but it's teaching me sometimes you just need to plant earlier in the year. Now, some of these plants I did buy, but some of them are from seeds also, and some of them are from cuttings. So I do a lot of that, as you're going to notice in my garden. And as you also can see, I need to get out here and do some deadheading. I do have quite a few periwinkles in my green stalks. I think they're a little too big a plant to have in here for them, but as you can see, they can still do just fine. So I don't want to complain. And I do have quite a few plants in here. I have all kinds of, with a little yellow dot in the center, and we have some here with some, there's some with a little red dot in the center, and then we have some over here that are a different color altogether. I love periwinkles because you can get a lot of variety and something different to look at. Here's some more of my newer daylilies. These I just put in this year. I'm waiting to see how they're going to look. And here's another one of my daylilies. And I threw some seeds in here also. And for some reason, this planter, they seem like they did the best. Most of the other ones, nothing really came up. I don't know why that is. And here's some more daylilies. Here's some bulbs, because I have bulbs that come up year round. I'm sure there's times where people should have their stuff, but mine come up different times. And some replant themselves. Instead of throwing my containers away once I plant whatever I had in them, I save them. As you can see, I have some over here I still need to fill. And I take cuttings from plants I already have and make new plants. These I eventually am going to try to see if I can sell them in a yard sale and make a little bit of money to go buy some new plants I don't own and have. And I will probably do a bunch more. Now these, I'm going to move them into another area of my yard, for I will have everything stockpiled easily to find to move around for the yard sale. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to do a yard sale, but I want to make sure before I do it I have plenty of plants to encourage people to stop by. So we'll see. I was going to try for October, but I think it's going to be later in the year because it's so hot. I'm afraid to take too many cuttings right now because I'm afraid it's just too hot. But we'll see. It's no big hurry. Most important thing is to have a lot to get people to come in for the yard sale. I have millions and millions of little pieces here to make spider plants. Probably as soon as it cools off a little bit, I'm going to take a bunch of cuttings and start planting a lot of these in the smaller containers I already own and have.